Thursday, August 23rd, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 2018. Guys, we're looking at the final approach as Hurricane Lane is incoming to the islands of Hawaii. Today we did see a slight movement from the east to the west. In fact, it moved a full degree, and I was really pulling for you guys because I did not want to see this thing impact the islands of Hawaii. It's already dropped a lot of rain on the Big Island, and that's just the outer bands that are over 200 miles away. So if this thing does continue north, which it does look like it's going to, expect a lot of rain starting probably tonight during the overnight hours, and this will continue through Saturday. This is a slow-moving storm. Some models show it at 6 miles per hour. The model I'm getting ready to show you has it at 7. Still, that's a very slow-moving storm. What you're looking at here is the eye wall of the storm, or the center of rotation. This is a classic example of a strong storm entering wind shear. And that's what wind shear does to storms. It totally disorganizes it. Sometimes partially, that's the case here. Partially, not totally. This is a strong storm, but as it moves forward, you can see that it's still going to be encountering these red lines. That's wind shear moving from left to right, from the southwest. It does affect hurricanes, especially strong hurricanes. They do not like wind shear. The white represents height. That's the tallest part of the storm that's reaching up into this wind shear. And what it does, it tilts the storm so it affects the mechanics of the rotation of the hurricane. Still got the moisture in it, but it slows down its strength with regard to wind and sometimes forward speed. So this thing is slowed down to basically a crawl. So these heavy rain bands that are still going to be there are going to be around for a while. So just some simple math, guys, will tell you that there's going to be a lot of water accumulation throughout the islands of Hawaii. There's already been a couple of feet in some places on the Big Island. We don't have rain gauges everywhere, so there could be more in different places. But I have seen reports of rain totals over 20 inches. I've seen some exceptional flooding. So if you live near any creeks or rivers on any of these islands, be prepared to move in a hurry. Have a plan. I want you to have two plans. Have plan A and have plan B, just in case plan A doesn't work out. But you guys are going to see a lot of rain in the next couple of days, as this is a slow-moving storm. Water can be our best friend, or it can quickly turn into our worst nightmare. So this is going to be a rough situation for a couple of days. I want to show you something, just to kind of give you a heads up of what's going on here. The squares that you see on this map, each square represents 70 miles. All right, let's look at the central rotation of the storm and the colors. The darker the colors, the stronger and more intense the storm is. So the red obviously is the strongest. Then it goes out to a dark orange, light orange. The yellow's not necessarily downpours, but it can be light rain. The darker colors are definitely downpours and a lot of rain. So if a square is 70 miles, you've got the strongest part of the storm extending out approximately 2 squares, which would be 140 miles. If this storm follows its current track, which it looks like it's going to, comes up to here, we go over 1 square. Where are we? 70 miles on the islands. So you see what I'm getting at? If the strong part of the storm is on, and not only that, the strongest part of the storm is the right-hand side. So the islands are going to be in the right-hand side. The strength extends 140 miles. It's going to be 70 miles away from the islands. So that's going to put the islands right in the middle of all of this intensity for the better part of at least 36 hours. So have plan A and have plan B, just in case plan A doesn't work out. But it did hit the shear today. It did move a little bit to the left. I was really pulling for you guys, but this thing's just too strong. And the shear didn't grab a hold of it soon enough. If the shear would have kicked in sooner, we might have a different outcome here. But it's going to come north with a lot of rain, so be ready. Have plan A and have plan B. What I want to show you guys next is Google Earth. And on Google Earth, the area that concerns me the most right now, they all do because they're all volcanic islands and they're all very capable of managing a lot of water, but there's going to be, you're talking a couple of days possibly of intense rainfall. So this water is going to channel down these slopes very, very quickly. And some of these slopes are going to come right into communities as possibly raging rivers. One area also right here in Honolulu, Waikiki, could see flooding from the coast because the beach is just flush with the ocean. And there's also, somebody had questions about high-rises. There's a lot of high-rises along the shoreline of Honolulu and Waikiki. I mean, it's one of the vacation, #1 vacation destination probably on Earth, or ranks right up there with them. But see these tall buildings here? Here's how it works. If, when the storm gets up here close, and let's say it's still in category 1 or 2 status, I don't think it will be, but it could. If you're up on the 25th floor of one of these high-rises, you will be safe from flash flooding that's going to occur. However, if the winds are at category 1 strength on the ground, 25 floors up, it's going to be category 2 strength. 50 floors up, it's going to be category 3 strength. The higher up you go, the stronger the winds are going to be. If there's any projectiles flying around, you'll be susceptible to flying projectiles. But you will be away from the flash flooding that's definitely going to occur. I don't think there's going to be hurricane force winds, but just expect them because that's what we're dealing with right now. That's what's out there. But all of these valleys could potentially turn into rivers. In fact, I think I saw one that did go up into the mountains here. I saw a community over here that's on a slope. You guys should be very careful over here. If there's anywhere over 20, 24 inches of rain in these communities here, Miliani, Oahu, in this area, you guys, big heads up. There's a lot of people there. This could get out of hand really quick, guys. So just be prepared. Like I said, that's all. Don't depend on anybody either. If you can at least help it, help each other and depend on yourself. Have plan A. If that doesn't work, go to plan B. Everybody here should have a flotation device or have quick access to a flotation device. Okay? This is going to be another one like the volcanic eruption on the Big Island. This is going to be one for the record books. Seems like this is the year of records for Hawaii. So this will be one for the record books, so just be prepared. All of these islands are going to see a lot of water. The Big Island's already seen upwards of 20, 24 inches, and we don't have rain gauges everywhere, so some places could have already seen more. But look for the rain to start tonight, throughout the overnight hours on the smaller islands. If it hasn't already, the Big Island, like I said, has already seen quite a bit. And if I want to show you something just for perspective, let's go out 70 miles, just say from Honolulu. All right, 70 miles is one of those squares on that map, remember? Right there, 70 miles. The storm is going to be through here. Those outer bands are going to be coming from right to left over these islands for several hours. So a lot of rain coming, guys. It's going to be a water world. So be ready. Have plan A and have plan B. And be ready to use them both. Have access to flotation devices. Be prepared for multiple days without electricity. That's what these storms are historically known for doing. Every time there's a big storm over in the Atlantic that comes near a populated island, well, the first thing to go is electricity. So be ready for that. The flooding will follow next, generally. So be prepared, guys, and I'm pulling for you, okay? Have plan A and plan B and be prepared to use them both. Have flotation devices, flashlights, and food. Hopefully you won't need them, but I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of water coming in the next 2 days, and this storm's moving slow, so it's going to be around for a couple of days. Thanks for watching, guys. Good luck, and be safe out there.